I watched 4 different games featuring Kenyon Green. He is playing 4 separate positions, a different position for each game. We'll start off left tackle versus Bama. This is a nice pass protection rep. I think he does a good job on that hop and sink and absorbing that bull rush. Also does a good job moving his feet here after the fact to stay square and staying in contact. You see he's got a handful of cloth there. I think it's his left arm we see. Kind of reposition and grab some cloth up top. Really good job. Again, just kind of taking on that bull rush, resetting, and keeping his feet moving and staying in contact. Does a nice job here again, moving his feet, getting a piece of cloth and attaching himself, and being able to pass off that twist between the 5 and the 3 here. You see him set inside and then get a piece of cloth with his outside arm, do a good job with his feet, and keep the pocket clean. Very similar look. Another bull rush he holds up well against. You see he grabs cloth on the outside, keeps his feet moving. Later in the game, Alabama starts moving different rushers to his side. The way he uses his hands to protect against the smaller, quicker guys is not effective here against this long guy. He loses the leverage battle here, if you notice, to a guy that's 6'6", and his hands are way high and outside, while 92 gets into him first, basically throws him aside, swims him, and gets a path to the quarterback. Game 2 that we're going to look at and that I watched was him moved inside. He's playing left guard here versus LSU. Some think that's his natural position. I see him here struggle. Again, off the ball. To a bigger, perhaps longer man, he loses the leverage battle. That's probably get off. And he struggles with the strength of this guy. Gets blown off. That's changing the line of scrimmage right there. He's going to stop his feet here, get beat inside. He shoots both arms. They get swatted away, and he's going to get swum. And that's an easy path to the quarterback. They end up scoring, so no harm on that. He's graded very high, apparently, as an interior blocker. Run game versus LSU, the same issue kind of rears its head. He's losing off the line of scrimmage, losing leverage. And hand position. You see him get knocked back. The line of scrimmage is changed by the defender across from him. Move to Kenyon Green versus Colorado. He's the right tackle here. I liked him best at that position. That's my opinion. And some of that might have to do with the opponent. You know, we watched him versus LSU and Alabama, and I don't know how Colorado stacks up to that or doesn't, but he does a good job here, quick out of his stance, coming over to get in front of the 3-tech and turn him. Really like that block by Kenyon off the right tackle. I mentioned I liked him best at right tackle. I thought he was pretty dominant versus Colorado in terms of pass protection, with the exception of one play where he got beat. And the quarterback did take a pretty big hit. But generally speaking, he's very dominant in pass protection. His hands, I like, it seemed to me a little bit more natural, this idea of him grabbing the bicep inside and getting his hand to the pec outside and staying square. And you see that throughout the game. His technique is much better. I'm not sure how much that has to do with the opponent. I'll show only 2 plays of him at right guard versus Arkansas. It is impressive that he's moved around all these positions in 1 year. I find myself wondering if that wasn't a disservice done him. Gets beat on this pole block here. Nice play by 55. Comes off that, kind of spins and beats that block. Not only getting off this kick out, but making the play. Watch it again. My sense is that he's a bit overrated just in watching these 4 games. It may be that he hasn't really found his true position, and some scouts and some team will find that for him. I don't see him as a first-round pick at any of these positions. My favorite, or where I felt he looked the best, was the right tackle spot. That's not what I've heard. People project him as a guard. People call him the second-best interior lineman. I don't think he's the second-best guard. There's a guy out of Boston College who I watched a few weeks ago who I like much better. In any case, here he is, one more play at right guard. He takes some hands to the face. I'll give him that here. But you see the same sort of thing, losing the hand position or the inside hands and getting shed and ripped. Now the ball's out quick.